Hello everybody, it is your girl Andrea Mason, your global voice, certified under the mentorship of Dr. Les Brown and your personal accountability coach. Today I'm going raw. What do I mean by that? I'm going to really truly tap into the unspoken word that needs to be heard. And I want you to listen attentively. However, if you do choose to stop the button right now, that's okay. We have free will. We have the beautiful choice of free will in everything we do in our life. But before further ado, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go to AndreaMasons.com for upcoming announcements, events, projects, and feel free to redeem your gift complimentary to me. As human beings, we have feelings, we have emotions. We have experiences that of unfortunate and fortunate. And as I was told by the late great Bob Proctor, we have a choice. We have a choice to focus on the negative or the positive. And we have the ability to decide whether or not we are going to feel the emotions and ride it out or allow ourselves to heal. Here's where it gets tough. I'm going full disclosure, so the disclaimer is here. Throughout my life, for those of you who are unfamiliar with my story, I went from being a victim of abuse and bullying to becoming victorious. All my life, I had false limited beliefs that I was deserving of everything in my life, whether positive or negative. If something was negative, I would focus it and say, why me? Why me? Why do I deserve a life of this nature? I didn't ask to have been a victim of sexual abuse, whether it be that of molestation against my will, or even not being or feeling it was right or not right to give consent. Why me was I the victim of bullying in school? Being thrown into trash cans, shoved into lockers, ridiculed for my features that were not similar of my peers, jeered at because of my poor academic skills. Why me was I judged on the way that I thought, and then punished if I didn't agree to disagree, or if I disagreed with what everyone was doing? Why me did I have constant layoffs in my career? Why me was I the target of attack when I was just trying to help someone? Why me was I put into the category of seeking attention when I sought help from someone in the area of expertise after sharing my experiences of being sexually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually abused? And as time went on, it was trauma, drama, tragedy. I couldn't catch a break. All I knew was negativity. All I knew was that, hey, if something's going right, wait a minute, it's about to be sabotaged. Only to realize that my false, limited beliefs, my doubts, and my fears were having power over me. As human beings, we have the ability of free will. We either could look at one scenario in a positive light, or that cliche of misery loves company, the blame game, if you will. When you incorporate that into your perspectives of life, you are giving life to duality. You are giving life that there is only one right way or wrong way. Sure, there is a right way or wrong way. However, there are many paths and options to take. And it's up to you to choose the path less traveled. We look back on our lives, on the stereotypes, labels, scars, brands, images of our abuse. And we get trapped into that perspective of life. When is it your time to take the pen in your hand and learn from your losses? When is it your time to make your mission memorable through the misery? Sure, misery loves company. We all have that mindset at one time or another. But ladies and gentlemen, it's up to you to sharpen the lens and focus on your intent, your why, your calling here on this planet Earth. Sure, I can huff and puff and argue and complain about all the negative experiences as I've had, getting laid off, getting terminated due to reconstruction of a company, getting abused against my will, physical, sexual, mental, spiritual, emotional, that I felt deserving of the experiences that I endured. But it wasn't until I changed my channel, I shifted my perspective and said, there's another way. And looking at the reason for the occurrences and incidences in that season. Not to hold grudges. Not to play the blame game. Not to fall victim. But to be the light in someone's darkness, that they're not alone. Once you start sharing, being transparent, being vulnerable, and allowing your true colors, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to be part of your story, that's when you achieve personal freedom. Through the healing power of forgiveness. You've heard me say this in all of my media platforms, TV, radio, podcasts, interviews, and on my website. I am a firm believer of what Lewis B. Smedes states. To forgive is to set a prisoner free, only to realize the prisoner is you. Paraphrased. I have been defining myself for so many years as an abuse victim. As a victim of someone attacking me against my will, against my consent. Allowing peers, colleagues, cohorts to put a stamp on me as not being good enough. Integrity is not the way. Asking questions is not permitted. Living a life of, quote, it is what it is. That's why I hold near and dear to my heart. Follow your heart, not the herd, nor the herd, nor the hurt, for success and happiness are on the other side. I've lived a life in the shadows for so long. hiding certain parts of my story, thinking I was protecting others, especially myself, only to realize decades down the road, at this present time, I had to go to those experiences so I can be the coach, the individual who walks beside you and bridges the gap from where you were to where you're supposed to be, and to embrace every step of the journey. Don't leave anything out. Don't be ashamed of your story. Don't have doubts. Don't think you have to make sure it's perfect. Because every time you doubt and postpone it, another life, one way or another, is suffering. As a victim of abuse in my past, I have faced my past. My past no longer chases me. And as Dr. Brown quotes the African proverb, if there's no enemy within, then the enemy outside can do me no harm. I'm a firm believer everything is working out for you. You must have the free will and choice to walk that path. Everything that has happened to you has brought you to where you are, and every choice you make going forward will bring you to where you deserve to be. You have to make a choice. Be brave enough and bold enough to answer the call, to fulfill your mission, and to share your story. My name is Andrea Mason. I have a story that is genuine, authentic, customary to me, and I'm willing and ready to share it with you. From going from being a victim to now being victorious, as I build my legacy of love to each and every one I connect with. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. My name is Andrea Mason, your global voice, certified under the mentorship of Dr. Les Brown, and your personal accountability coach. Don't be afraid. Be intentional, act with integrity, and live a life with love. Be well.